Men, listen to me for a moment. We're living in a time where everyone thinks they get to define who you are. People who don't know you, who didn't raise you, who didn't create you, are suddenly experts on masculinity. Everywhere you look, you hear, men are toxic, men need to be quieter, masculinity is outdated. But here's the truth. God hasn't changed his design. The world just changed its opinions. Tonight, we're going to talk about what it really means to be a man of God, a man with strength, purpose, discipline, and dignity.
Your identity is not shaped by culture. Your identity comes from your Creator.
Let's be honest, a lot of men today feel confused. One day society tells men to be strong. The next day it tells men to be quiet. One moment masculinity is celebrated. The next, it's treated like a crime scene. It's exhausting. It's inconsistent, and it's not from God. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. So if you're confused about manhood, it's because you're listening to a world that keeps changing its mind instead of listening to the God who never changes. Back in the Navy, you learned something real quick. If you didn't stand firm, you sank. Nobody asked how you felt that morning. Nobody checked to see if you were in the mood. Your post was your post, and other men depended on you. I remember standing a watch in the cold, wind slicing across the deck, the ocean hitting steel like a war drum, and even when you were tired, you stood firm. That's a picture of biblical manhood. Standing, holding the line, being dependable, because people are counting on you.
Godly masculinity means this: someone is depending on the man you are becoming.
Now let's go straight to the word. 1 Corinthians 16:13. Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. And one verse, God gives men 4 commands, not suggestions, not life hacks, not self-help slogans, commands. Let's break each one down.
Command 1, be watchful.
Watchful means alert. A man of God doesn't coast, he doesn't drift, he doesn't live on autopilot. You stay aware of your habits, you stay aware of your environment, you stay aware of the direction your life is heading. Distraction is the enemy. Discipline is the antidote.
Command 2, stand firm in the faith.
Standing firm means not folding under pressure. Everyone else might shift, values might shift, culture might shift, but a man of God stands his ground. You don't bend every time pressure shows up. You don't crumble every time temptation knocks. Your life has roots, not just branches.
Command 3, act like men.
This doesn't mean being aggressive. It doesn't mean being controlling. It doesn't mean being cold or emotionless. Acting like men means responsibility. It means courage. It means character. It means discipline. Manhood isn't biological, it's behavioral. You grow into it through daily choices.
Command 4, be strong.
Strength isn't just physical. Strength is carrying what God gave you without complaining or collapsing. Strength is restraint when anger rises. Strength is gentleness when you could be harsh. Strength is hearing, I need you, and answering, I'm here. That's real strength. That's biblical strength. That's legacy gentleman strength. Here are 3 marks of a godly man. 1, Scripture is his compass. Not trends, not opinions. The word guides his decisions. 2, he leads with humility. Leadership isn't domination. Leadership is service. 3, he guards his discipline. A man who lacks self-control cannot lead. Not his family, not his future, not himself.
Your masculinity is not a flaw. It is a calling.
Men, the world may change, opinions may change, trends will always change, but God's design does not. Be watchful, stand firm, act like men, be strong, walk it out, live it boldly, honor God with it. Stay strong, stay sharp, stay gentlemanly, go be legendary.